Arguably, we are much less attuned to the natural world than our ancestors were. Often in church we use prayers from the Celtic Christian tradition, such as those of the Iona community, which contemplate on nature's rhythms and patterns, and I find that these greatly enrich our worship. I wonder how aware of natural light we are. Last year I took part in an online event tracing the dawn as it moved slowly but steadily across Britain from east to west. It meant an early alarm call, but it was fascinating to hear from people reporting on what they were experiencing as the sun rose. And do you know how many hours of daylight there are today, 11th of April, in Cowes? Well, sunrise was at 6:09 and sunset is at 19:53. So some maths for you. I'll have a close look at the trees now that they're coming into leaf. You may know the saying, if the oak before the ash, then we'll only have a splash. If the ash before the oak, then we'll surely have a soak. Well, ash is particularly sensitive to the hours of sunlight, whereas oak really requires warmth. In the 18th century, the ash normally came out first, but now, with warmer spring temperatures, the oak tends to beat the ash. Here on the Isle of Wight, there are places where the skies are really very dark. We can see the Milky Way, and bats, rare ones, can thrive in the woodlands. Living on an island has made me much more aware of the seasonal change in the phases of the moon and the tides, the relentless in and out of the sea. This picture I took a couple of weeks ago around the time of the spring equinox, when the tide was extremely low at Freshwater Bay.